If you're looking to buy or sell a home here in the metro Atlanta area, you can't afford to miss this video. Today, I'm sharing with you the latest numbers for the Atlanta real estate housing market. And make sure to stay tuned as I'm going to break down the one factor that is either going to make or break this market for the months to come. Let's do it. What's up? I'm Ed again. My name's Jonathan McCoy, for those that don't know me. Native Atlanta for 45 years, real estate agent for 12 of those years, and I am sharing with you exclusive numbers that you're only going to find on this channel. That's right. Go check around. No one's sharing these numbers, and it's definitely not to the detail that I'm giving you when it comes to the Atlanta real estate market. So for today, we're looking at single-family detached homes. If you're interested in condos or townhomes, that's going to drop in another video, and I'm also going to be doing a breakdown county by county. Those videos are coming next week. So let's take a look here. So we're starting off with the year-over-year analysis. So first, let's just go ahead and look at what's come in these latest numbers. We're sitting here in October, so the latest numbers are September numbers. And first of all, active. So we got 10,583 active single-family detached homes as of the making of this video in Metro Atlanta. So we're definitely going up. We look back at last year, we have increased a little over 3,000. That's a 45.5% increase. So definitely more inventory. Interesting number here, the pending. So last year, 4,194. This year, we're up to 4,450. So yes, we have more people looking to sell, but we do have more people buying now. That's a big deal. We're going to explain why I think that number is what it is in a little bit in this video. The pending ratio. So even though we have more people buying, just because we have many more people selling, that pending ratio is only at 29.6%. So that is definitely cooled off. So it's kind of an interesting thing when we say cool off, because we have more people selling and more people buying, but the ratio here has gone down. So that's why we look deeper into the numbers. Number of solds have gone down. So in September of last year, we had 3,128. And now we only have 2,960 that closed in September. Again, got a one factor that I think is playing the biggest role that we're seeing in this market that I'm going to share in a bit. We keep going here. Distressed sales stayed about the same, not a big deal. Failed listings, big time here. 41.2% of listings failed. So if you're out there looking to sell a home, it's not like you can just put any number on it, put it out there, and it's going to sell, or put it out there in any condition. Super important that you're knowing what's going on in the market. So 41% of homes not selling is a big number. It's not crazy, but it's a big number. Month supply of inventory, we're at 3.6 months of inventory. So we're still well entrenched into a seller's market, but definitely it's an uptick from last year at 2.3 months of inventory. Median list price is at $478,000, $480,000. And then median sales price is at $458,000, $125,000. So again, we see another month that's kind of, people are trying to maybe push it more than they should with their sales price. But good job out there for those that are purchasing homes, because you're not just going and paying the amount that someone's listing it for. So a lot of people are pushing back. As we know, sales prices have gone kind of through the roof. So this is good, trying to even it out. So we're at $458,125 is the median sales price for single-family detached homes here in Atlanta. That is up some from last year at $442,000, so up 3.6%. We've talked about this on a number of videos, but if you're new here, you've always got to factor in inflation. We know inflation year over year has gone up about 3.5%. So if you factor in inflation here and take out that 3.5%, we've only gone up about 0.1% when it comes to real value in a home. So again, home prices, if you take in consideration inflation, have really kind of steadied right now. So that's good, I think, for those looking to buy, and just the market in general. We shot up way too much, and now we really need to kind of settle down some. But that number could change. Again, there's one factor that's going to be huge. Median sales price ratio is 96.8%. Sales to list price ratio. So again, they're listing at 478, but selling at 458. And the median came out to be 9.68. Days on market, you're looking at 34 days on market, so a little over a month. Up from last year at 22 days on market, but still Still not a lot of time. Again, if you're in an even market, you're looking at like 60 days on market. So again, the month supply of inventory, the days on market, price is still going up. Sellers still are in control of this market, but we're starting to see buyers having a little more power. And it kind of also depends on the area you're buying in. And if someone's overpriced their house, you can actually get a better deal because that house will stay on the market longer. And once it comes down to the right value, you can probably get even under it. So keep sticking with it out there. If you're watching this video and you're looking to list your home and you kind of want to know what the maybe value is of your home, I put a link down below. Click on it, you fill in your information, and you'll get an instant value for your home. Of course, if you put your information in, yes, I'm a real estate agent, I will contact you. Some of you out there may just be looking to just put it in there just to get an idea. You're not looking to sell right now, and that's perfectly fine. You want to kick the tires a little bit? Awesome. If you are looking to sell within the next year or so or less, when I contact you, I'd love to talk with you more, get over to your home, take a look at it, give you a more accurate idea of what your home could sell for. But that is below. Again, not going to bug you, but I will contact you if you do put your information in below. Like I said, keeping it real here. So again, that link's below. Let's continue on. All right, next we're looking at the 6 months trend. So what's happened over the last 6 months? We just looked over year over year. I think it's important to look at because of seasonality, and seasonality we'll see will play a factor here as we see the actives have gone up. September's probably going to be the highest number of actives we'll see. We'll probably start to see it kind of go down October, November. That's typical. We're not seeing anything atypical here except for, we have the most amount of sales coming here in like the May time, that summer market, spring market that hits. We see a dip down in July and August, but look, boom, we popped up a little bit here in September. So again, when schools go back into session, we kind of have a lull and then we kind of have a tick back up. It's typical. We'll see this until November, but that's a good thing there. Pending ratio, we can see that it's gone down slightly. Look, it's actually a little bit higher than August. So good stuff there. We look at sold homes. The highest number here in May, we were sold 4,031. We're down now to 2,960. No surprise there. I'm expecting, since this pending number is higher than what we see in July and August, I'm expecting that the sales for October are going to be up. So over this 2,960. So I'm expecting we're going to have a little tick up here. Again, distressed sales, there's just not a lot of distressed homes out there. Most people have lots of equity in their home, so no reason to sell for undervalue. Again, failed listings, we've seen this keep going up. So even though we see more people going under contract, we still see the failed listings going up. There are more homes coming on the market, so more actives, but also people are really pushing it back against purchasing homes. And if you're unfamiliar with the Atlanta market, you'll see plenty of homes that go on the market that need, new carpet, new roofs, new HVAC systems, things like that. I know in other states have had plenty of out-of-town buyers come in and they were sellers, and a lot of states and cities around the country, you'll see that pretty much the standard is making sure you have a newer roof, new HVAC system, new flooring, whatever, like getting it ready. So it's hit or miss here. There's plenty of people that do that to get their home prepared to sell, but there's lots of people that don't. So I think that's playing a factor. It's just not having a move-in ready home, because if your home's already priced high and someone coming in to buy it has to do a bunch of work to it, that's just not going to fly right now. Let's see. We already talked about median's list price ratio. We can see it went up and then has started to come back down, but still higher than we're looking to see sales price at. It's important. Our high point was back here in June at 499,000. We're starting to see prices come down. But again, I've talked about this multiple times in this video. It's not like a home that's in a certain neighborhood is going to match how much this is going down right now. That's not how the median sales price works. What happens is spring and summertime, we see bigger homes come on the market. Usually those bigger homes don't sell as much, or people don't put them on the market come fall and winter time. And so the median sales price for the whole area, Metro Atlanta area, comes down. So this is not like values are coming down for homes this much. It's just which homes are being sold right now. So, again, that 96.8% is good for buyers out there pushing back. And if you're looking to sell a home, you need a strong listing agent that's going to help you understand what to list it at and not have you go down 96.8%. So you need a good negotiator. That's what your agent should be, is a great negotiator for you. Days on market, no surprise, we've gone up to 34 days. Nothing too crazy, nothing of concern that I'm seeing on these charts right here. But there are some numbers that are important. And so let's talk about that one thing. So I said there's one thing that's going to make or break this market. And this is absolutely showing true. And that is interest rates, right? Interest rates are going to make or break this market. What we saw here in September coming into October is a drop in interest rates. The lowest I saw was about 6.12%, which is a good drop. To compare that to last year, we were at 7.2% last year compared to this year, okay? So back here on the previous chart, I showed you that the pending ratio is actually up from last year to this year, which is interesting because if you've paid attention to the months that I've been doing these videos, do them every month, we've seen that compared to last year, the pending ratio and the solds have all been lower compared to last year. This is one of the first ones I've seen that the pending ratio from last year is actually less than this year. We're actually doing a better job. Again, what's that difference? Well, that difference is interest rates. Last year, looking at 7.2% in September. This year, we're looking at 6.2% when we came to September. I know the month. So we came to September. Unfortunately, when good things happen, usually that actually affects interest rates for mortgages negatively. So we just had a good jobs report, lower unemployment that actually bumped the interest rates back up to around 6.5%. Shop around. I always tell people, if you're looking to get a mortgage, shop around. What we really need, and a lot of data is out there now and showing that if we get into the fives, that's when we're going to see more people jump into the market. Being right at 6.12%, and I saw some lenders actually offering in the high fives, like 5.9%. So if we get there, this is when we see a bump up in the pending ratios, a bump up that's going to be the solds. We just ticked back up, so my guess is we might have that slow down again. If we can get to that 6 or below, we can come back. You're going to start seeing more people jump in the market. What this is showing is there's a lot of people out there wanting to buy, wanting to sell their home and move, but really have stayed put because of the interest rates they have in their homes, and they just don't want to move yet. Man, if we can get that interest rate down, I think you're going to see a lot of movement in this market. There's good and bad with that. The good news is it's more homes coming on the market. The bad news is you're going to see competition build back up with people maybe that don't have a home that are renting that are looking to purchase, which can cause all of a sudden these prices to go up. So you got to factor that in if you're looking to purchase right now. We're really on the cusp, I think, of another maybe price bump here in Atlanta. And I know some of you out there might be like, hey, we already went crazy with home prices here, especially in the past couple years. And I agree with you. However, if we're looking at month supply of inventory at 3.6, still a seller's market, and all of a sudden you get an influx of buyers because of rates, yeah, we're going to probably see some more actives come on the market because now we'll have people that own homes that are wanting to list, but you're also going to have that competition of people that don't already have a home. You'll see more of that if we get below that 6%. So could be interesting. Now, if rates don't come back down, if we're still seeing inflation maybe take back up, or we just see job numbers better, we see less unemployment, we might still be hovering the sixes and it's just kind of stay the same. If it goes back up, I can really see the month supply starting to increase more and more in this direction we're already been going over the last year or so. And eventually in a year or two actually become an even market and maybe even hit into a buyer's market. Keep an eye on interest rates. That's the one factor that is going to make or break this market over the next 6 months, maybe even a year. So keep an eye on that. All right, month supply of inventory. So we're taking a look. We know that for the median for all of Metro Atlanta, we're talking about 3.6 months, but this chart breaks it down into the different price points that we're looking at here, and we're a seller's market all the way up to 1.5 million. Okay, balance market here over 1.5, and then and at 2 all the way to 3, and then over 3 we're in a seller's market. I'm sorry, buyer's market. Sorry, buyer's market. So, but interesting to look here. Interesting factor here, like the 300 to 350, we're at 4.1 months of inventory. That's and we've seen this, and it's still a little bit of an oddity to me that you have more affordable homes here, but they've typically over the past few months have had higher inventory in these homes than we have at the median price area. This 400,000 to 500,000 area actually some of the lowest amount of homes that we're seeing. So interesting number here. If I have some explanation for that, maybe it's just I would have to dive deeper into the areas that these homes are in. Maybe they're just not as in a desirable area. Maybe it's a more rural area that we're looking at. People want to be closer to cities. Maybe school systems are involved. I'm not quite sure, but we've seen this trend for a little bit now, where we see these higher values in even at this 600,000 to 700,000 was lowest here. So we've seen these higher values actually have lower inventory than some of these lower valued homes. So it might just be an oddity, but definitely something to keep an eye on. But again, this chart's super helpful if you're looking at your price range, if you're looking to purchase or to sell, what the inventory is in your price range. It definitely plays a factor into purchasing. I mean, look here, 700,000 to 800,000. We're still the lowest value on this whole chart is sitting here at $700,000 and $800,000 still, with only 2.7 months of inventory. That's just unusual. If we're looking at typical markets, typically in these lower first-time home buyer areas, that's where you see a lower inventory. What this kind of shows me is that those people moving up their first home, selling to their second, that's where we're maybe seeing a shortage at. So that's what the numbers are telling me is this area here, these people moving from first to second home or second to third home. There's just less of them out there. There's a lot more people just sitting on that second home, just staying put, not moving, as opposed to maybe the first time homeowners that are looking to sell and purchase their next home. So it's the best explanation I got. Love to hear from you of what you may think about these numbers, specifically why you think this 700,000 to 800,000 range is as high as it is compared to lower value range. So I'm hoping this video was super helpful for you. If you liked it, you might want to take a look at this video here. If you're buying, it's actually dealing with new construction. And if you're looking to sell a home, maybe you want to look at this video right here. Once again, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget, I got videos coming out about attached homes, so condos and townhomes, as well as a county by county breakdown around Metro Atlanta, so you can understand what's happening in a little bit more specific areas. Thanks for watching. See you next time.